Santos Suarez, Cuba, a middle-class neighborhood in northern Havana. Maria Navarro Perez has called this place home for 6 decades, since her father built their house in 1954.
Fue buena porque fui criada entre dos familias, la de mis padres.
It was good because I was raised by 2 families, my parents and my mother's, both very kind, very loving. And I was raised in a family with a lot of love between both families.
Family is everything for the 72-year-old, and in their home, 3 generations live together. Maria's daughter Sahili says it's something you see across her country.
A diferencia de otros países, en Cuba las familias acostumbran más.
Different from other countries, in Cuba, families are more used to being together. You see that more in Cuba, the family coexistence, having the family live in the same house, many people, various generations.
In a place where housing is scarce, it's as much an economic necessity as a social norm. At times, life isn't easy. Their living quarters are on the 2nd floor, comparable to a college apartment. 3 small bedrooms, a small kitchen that can fit 3 people, a common bathroom where bathing is done out of a bucket because of limited running water, and a family room where they all come together every night. But for a group that's experienced much rougher times in Cuba, maintaining this home has given them all a great sense of pride.
Up to now, we're always very tight, and we always work in common in order to achieve something.
Maria has seen her country throw off a dictator, come together after a revolution, weather international crises, and settle into a kind of genteel poverty. She lives with Sahili and her husband Juan. Juan is the family's chief breadwinner. He's an electrician who barely makes enough to provide food and shelter for his family. Sahili has been working in PR for 16 years and receives little to no pay. The future of their family rests with their 20-year-old daughter Beatrice and her boyfriend Danilo. The 2 are in college and plan to marry soon. And like many Americans, there's even the family dog, Luna. The family does their best to make ends meet.
My parents work a lot, but they are paid for their work. Isn't enough. Sometimes because the food maybe is very difficult to get it because of the prices.
They work hard for what they have. Juan's day begins early at 5:30 a.m. By 6:30, he says goodbye to his family and heads out for the 20-minute walk to work, where he'll stay until dinner time. Sahili, Beatrice, and Danilo are not far behind. Sahili goes to work while Beatrice and Danilo walk more than 40 blocks to school. On top of Monday through Friday classes, she and Danilo are taking English classes 2 nights a week. After the family gets home, preparations begin for the 8 o'clock dinner. And in Cuba, it's not as simple as a trip to the grocery store. People use food ration slips for essentials like rice, chicken, and bread. Trips to the bakery and multiple markets are also needed. At 8 o'clock, it is finally time to sit down and enjoy the dinner that took hours to prepare. After dinner, the family spends a few more hours together before going to bed around 11 o'clock. In the morning, their daily routine starts all over again. Sahili hopes new opportunities will come up in the future, opportunities that existed for Maria during her childhood.
Well, I think that my generation has the hope that we are able to improve economically.
Despite the economic challenges, strong families like the Navarros will continue on for future generations. And while it's been tough raising a family over the last 20 years, Sahili and Juan are happy.
It has been a beautiful experience because she has grown up with us and she hasn't lacked anything, because we have sacrificed for her.
3 generations filled with family pride and hope for the future. In Havana, Cuba, for the Center County Report, I'm Willie Jungles.